It's Sunday. And do you know what that means? It means we have over 100 cabs tonight. We have some brand new large cabs in the house. And I don't know who's joining us. I can't see any of my friends. No Tusky. I see Smog. I see Curie and I see Eggy. But I don't see Tusky and I don't see Vlad. So I don't know if they're coming over tonight or if they're just hanging out together somewhere. Anyway, it is Sunday Night Live Cabochons, and our special of the night, meaning something different from last night, is large cabs, but we do have some other cabs that we replaced from last night's show. So if you were with us last night, don't worry, we got some new ones. And I'll start teasing you with what's coming up in the third tray of the night. That is an incredible brecciated Jasper that you didn't see last night. And this is a 3Cs that you didn't get to see last night. This is an Ocean Jasper earring pair that wasn't on last night's show. And these are all going to be on the third tray of the night. A new Marcasite earring pair. Hey, Janet E. As opposed to Janet C. or any other Janet. That is a Marcasite you didn't see last night. Trying to pick the ones I want to show, because the ones that weren't on last night are upside down. That is a purple moss you didn't get to see last night. Those are all coming up in the third tray of the night. In the second tray of the night, you didn't get to see. Hey, Barbara Alice, there are some smalls tonight. We were hoping you were with us last night, but we still have some tonight. That is a purple moss agate triplet that you didn't get to see last night. That is a Sonoran dendritic rhyolite that you didn't get to see last night. I'd go that way on this one. This is hey, Leah. Don't worry, we got littles tonight too. This is an uncooperative labradorite earring pair that we have coming up in the second tray. And this is a fossil coral coming up on the second tray. Leah, so was it really a plow that went by last night? Because when we got upstairs, there was this little teeny tiny dusting, but then it got so freaking windy that it was all gone by the morning because it didn't stick to the deck. This is a candy Jasper that you didn't get to see last night. At least I don't think so, because it was upside down. This is a new banded agate. Hey, Kira, that you didn't get to see last night, because that's one of the new replacements. And I'm going to show one more, and I'm hoping Chris will get here. Yeah, that is weird. Oh, unless it wasn't really plowing and they were just treating the roads. And that is a glacierite that is coming up. And that hole goes all the way through on that glacierite. And these are coming up on the first tray. Hey, Kathy. Oh, yes, definitely pretty blue. But there's a story that comes with that one. Chris, how much longer? 1 minute? All right, I'm going to start, but I'm going to start in a different. They were really plowing. That's crazy. You know, that's what happens when you live in civilization and you have a plow. All right, we're going to start number 1 with blue opalized petrified wood. I'm changing it up because Chris isn't here and I can do this one. Number 1, 21 for this really, really cool round that looks like a beach scene. This is the least expensive petrified wood we will have tonight. Blue opalized, that is, at 21. That is number 1. The blue opalized petrified wood will go up from here with number 2. Now I have to show you the thickness of number 2. It is on the thicker side. It is 24. It's a pretty stone, but it is on the thicker side. Number 2. Number 3, we'll start with the back because it is 29. Number 3, that's pretty. And as we said last night, you don't get a lot of this with the wood grain still showing up. Number 3 for 29. Number 4 stays at that same price point, but this has the green color in it. All right, Bernard, you're a troll. We're going to kick you off.
You mean go do that?
Yeah. Bye, troll. Hi, Roseanne. Number 4, blue opalized petrified wood with more green, though. I don't do trolls. 29 for number 4. Number 5, another 29. I'm going to call this scenic blue opalized petrified wood because that truly is scenic. It's a pretty stone. And my last blue opalized petrified wood, the priciest and the least blue. Turn it like this. It is a baby dino in the hole of a tree. I see you. I'm T-Rex. I see you. Aren't I a pretty stone? Sorry. At least I'm not threatening to talk like Astro tonight. It's a good thing. For those of you who weren't here last night, I was channeling my Astro. I kept saying it. Never mind. Chris told me I was a little too weird last night. Number 6 for 39. I'm going to keep my out of orderness because he's not back. Banded. Is it banded? I think it's banded. Hey, Sherry, banded agate from Indonesia. Number 7. And these have the craziest freaking patterns in them. Number 7, pretty on the front and pretty on the back. Hey, Bill. Hey, Shelly.
I'm here.
All right. Number 8. Did you get rid of my troll?
I did. I block him good.
Number 8 for 12. Number 9. Number 9 has a druzy vug right here, so I'll show you that.
I like that.
I'm sorry, they're hurting you. They're at least not that expensive. 14, and that's that vug right there. Does have a little tiny bit of sparkle. Hey, John. I'm afraid to ask, but you can PM me. Number 10. Number 10 is insane. For 12. Number 11 is a new one.
Did you kick all of the blue ones out of the box?
Yes, because I wanted you here to talk about them. Number 11. That's pretty. I like that lighter stripe through there. And the last of the new of this material, and there is a vug right there with a little bit of sparkle, not a lot.
What a cute little
but
bug.
A crazy freaking pattern. And if you turn it that way, it looks like fish with its mouth open.
I see a rooster.
Okay. And 12 for this one. All right. Our next stone keeps us in Indonesia. Number 13. Chris is going to tell us about number 13.
This is aluminum silicate and cobalt. It is an industrial product from manufacturing, and it's pretty cute.
This one is called Pac-Man because this one is not only skeletal, you can see that it's very, you can tell almost like there's...
And it's got an underbite.
Structure to it. Chris, can you answer that question?
It is unclear what the manufacturing process is. The Indonesians are not very good at explaining things.
So that is number 13 for 12.
They're trying to pass it off as natural material, but that's not what the science says.
Blue ice. Adam, we have big cabs, brand new big cabs at the end of the show.
Oh my God, giant cabs.
Blue ice chrysocolla, aka glacierite. It's not really chrysocolla though.
Aluminum silicate and cobalt.
Number 14 for 14.
It is pretty. And we won't get it again because I bought it being told it was natural. And
this is a new one. 14 for Dr. Deb.
Actually, Adam has a chunk of this.
Number 15, and it goes all the way through. That bug goes all the way through. Number 15 for 12. And Dr. Deb, we had some rounds last night. I don't know if they're still here. Did you see the round petrified wood at the beginning of the show? She wanted 14. This is number 15 for 12.
Just naturally grab the round one.
And number 16, which is my personal favorite because I like the way it goes from light to dark. Number 16 for 12.
So Adam, if you want to chime in on this material, please do.
All right, hold on. I'm going to show number 1 for Dr. Deb. Lori A just gets here, says hello, and buys number 16. So hi, Lori, and Dr. Deb showing number 1 for you. And to give you a comparison in size, there's the penny on it, but
Does Lori usually get drills?
Lori, do you want that one drilled? This is gorgeous. All right, we have new material.
New?
Chris,
Wow.
Tell us the name of this stone because I think the name is really silly.
So I would not have called it this. They're calling it candy jasper. I would have called it silky jasper. Or it reminds me of a porcelain jasper and a Picasso jasper, and it's amazing stuff. It is so pretty, slick.
Number 17 is 16, and yes, drill Lori's at the point, if possible. Number 17, and this is just such a pretty pastel jasper that I can understand why it reminds him of porcelain. They're not all this pastel-y. This is the most pastel-y-ish.
Tiffany-ish, yes. That one definitely is Tiffany-ish.
A lot of them have a little bit of this brighter color pattern. This is number 18.
Like someone played with the watercolors.
Yeah, it's watercolor jasper is a great name for this.
I'm going to change its name.
Okay, I like watercolor jasper. Number 18 is 18, going to Bill.
That's pretty stone.
Number 19, it's reverse twin. Number 19 for 16. Sure, Tina, hang on.
A doggy in it.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, it does look like a doggy. Number 17 for Dr. Deb. I don't have 17 in my hand. I have 19 in my hand here. All right. So first, for Tina's sake.
Hi, Tina. I'm glad you made it.
No.
She's in Texas.
Tina Garcia?
Yeah.
How do you know her?
Because we're buddies.
So Tina, I guess you know us. We are Seaside Stones. We're based in
She
Perry.
doesn't really know us.
Oh.
We had a 1 second chat.
Oh. I'm Teresa. My husband is a butthead named Chris. We specialize in cabochons. I make jewelry with our cabs, and I actually got my workstation cleaned off so I can start making jewelry again. 8.5 weeks post-op, I'm going to try to make jewelry. And T and I had rotator cuff surgery. And Cool Rocks, we do gem mineral shows, and we sell online. Claim by number, and then this is how it works. We're going to invoice via Square. All invoices will be out by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We are, if you're in the U.S., going to ship via USPS. I actually took a pain pill last night, so I went to sleep. For the most part, shipping is going to be $6 for cabs because you have to buy a lot of cabs for it to be over £1, unless you spend over 300, and then it's going to be $10. And if you buy tonight, just PM us with your email address, and we'll take it from there.
So, for example, this one is number
20.
So if you wanted number 20, just be the first one to type in 20.
And yes, it goes by who I see coming on my screen first. This one has a chicken in it, aka Candy Jasper, but we're calling it Watercolor Jasper with a little chicken head in the middle of it.
Chicken.
Number 20, the chicken, is 18, going to Janet E. Number 21. And these watercolors, when they're like this, they just are scenic to me. This is crazy. Number 21. It's like sunset over the desert.
I see a dinosaur skiing down the mountain.
Okay, a skiing dinosaur.
Well,
skiing dinosaur is, oh yeah. Oh, it gets worse.
Wait, she hasn't met me
Number
yet.
21 is 16. Well, now we know who is in the house. Hello there.
Hi, Tina. I'm Tusky, the geology mammoth. If you have any rock questions, I will be answering your rock questions tonight. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Go away, Tusk. You're on my stones.
Hi, Kira.
Number 22, another scenic. Yeah, an ink painting, a watercolor. It's just pretty. I don't even want to know what Chris sees. I again see a landscape. Number 22.
Oh, it's got purple at the top.
So what is dragon scale, Jasper? Because I saw you post that, Adam. Number 22 is 16.
Oh, I didn't see it. Maybe it's like fingerprint, Jasper.
We got a couple rectangles. This is a scenic rectangle going this way. Hey, Claudia. Claudia's Cleo. Or I think it was Cleo. Was it Cleo last
Something
night?
Cleo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the stones tonight can be drilled.
22 is going to Claudia drilled.
With the exception of
I'll tell them when they.
the domed purple.
She was just asking if it can. She wants hers drilled.
Yes.
Claudia, you got that one. And Janet, it's 17. Oh my God. River Janet. Janet E. And last, it's more of a square than a rectangle. I honestly, I don't know which way I'd go. Not a clue. But anyway, somebody will figure it out. Number 24.
If you turn it long way, it's a horse having a drink of water. The other way. The other long way.
Oh, the one I had it?
Yeah. The original long way.
The original long way? Yeah. Oh, it is a horse drinking water. And Janet, it is 17. All right. And Kathy made this suggestion, I think a week ago or something, to go through a quick recap. All the blue opalized petrified wood remains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I'm probably going to keep, and 6. Chris might keep the dinosaur. The banded agate, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 remain. In the glacierite, 13 and 15 remain. And in the now called watercolor jasper, 19 and 21 remain.
Did I tell you that our
How
cutter-
much is 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys back in the holder.
5 is
Chris's new phone fits worse than
Janet wants
mine.
15.
So Dr. Deb, this is number 5, the scenic one. It is 29. 15 goes to Janet E, and 21 goes to Lisa and Gary. Because I remember Gary's name because he's Gary Cooper.
Our cutter found 3 more big chunks of that.
I know you said that last night.
Oh.
All right. This is a mix of Indonesia and other
We have
places.
3 Lisas shopping. They're all in
All right,
the same-
5 is sold.
to Dr.
Price
Deb.
on 12.
Well,
5 is going to Dr.
Deb.
Heidi. How's the weather in Jamaica?
Oh, Jamaica man.
There is a little vug on the Heidi. This is number 12 for 12. And
The round opals.
Tina, number 1, blue opalized petrified wood on the thinner side. If that way, some people do, some people don't. Number 1 is 21.
And that is a water scene. if I
That
ever
is
saw it.
definitely a water scene. All right, Heidi and
Tina.
Okay, Tina said okay, so I'm assuming that's pass. And Heidi let me know on 12. All right, number 1 keeps us in Indonesia with a triplet. What is a triplet? A triplet. A triplet is what's designed as a pendant stone and designed as an earring pair. Purple moss agate. This is a gorgeous set. Trying to get it out of the crazy ring light. Nice mossy on the bottom, purple at the top. Similar with your earring pair. Side view, because the earrings can be anything you want because they're usually on these thick enough to be anything you wanted. This set, all 3 stones are 19. That is number 100. Number 101. We got to rearrange this. 100 goes to Dr. Deb. 101 is kind of crazy because they're not quite as mossy, but they're very, very agate-y.
It's almost a purple passion here.
That
At a
is
third of the price.
the larger stone, but I will say for like a Barbara who likes their stones smaller, this is smaller. And Gary and Lisa take number 101 for 24.
I just put them somewhere.
Number 102 is amaze balls. Not huge.
I went through the whole bin and handpicked the 4 best ones.
Earrings are spectacular as well.
That is a
Janet
beautiful
E
agate.
takes 102 for 26.
That is a beautiful set of agates.
27 gets bigger, but holy guacamole with that banding. Eking out some moss at one end. Eking out some moss on this one. But again, the banding on 103 is spectacular.
The eyeball.
26 for 103.
And a pterodactyl on the earring set.
Okay. Chris is losing his mind, people. 103. Headed to Mexico with the next row with 104.
Actually, pterodactyls.
Sonoran.
They couldn't actually get. They're the opposite. of
103 for Roseanne. Roseanne, do you want all 3 of those drilled, I assume? 104, Sonoran Sunrise or Sonoran Sunset. I don't think so. All right, so the green chrysocolla, the darker color usually has hematite in it, And the red, which there's a little teeny tiny bit on this one, yes, on drilling, is cuprite. This is a thick, but not too thick, nice marquee for 18. It's actually a flame marquee. All right, I'll do that on the last one. Number 118. Because I don't think this one doesn't have a lot of red. So chrysocolla,
too much red.
cuprite, hematite mix in there. 26 for number 105. Nice yin-yangy stone, though. I will do this one this way because it's huge, and Sonoran Sunrise is pricey on a good day, but when you get this big, that is like bolo sized and almost entirely red. Number 106 for 47. All right, so I've been making jewelry for years. We've been doing shows since 2014. There's a dealer who is now retired that we used to do shows with in Texas who is Native American from New York. I don't think I mentioned that part last time, but I said Bohawk, so New York. Anyway, I'm from New York too. We're not always...
Does this story have a point?
Shut up. We're not always the most tactful people. So he yelled at me because I basically took a pendant and did it like this with red on one side, green on the other side, because I thought it looked cool. It was yin-yangy. Well, in the Native American culture, the cuprite represents the sun. The chrysocolla represents the earth. So your orientation should be the sun is above the earth. So he basically yelled at me. Crotchety, old dealer. Friend of ours. So, we knew that. Yeah, now he's older and crotchetier. But yeah, I got schooled on how to put my Sonoran Sunrise into a pendant. But this one, you could go that way. Honestly, if you wanted to go that way, it would be fine with me. But I will say, if you thought the other one was pricey, this one is pricier, bigger, and oh, you're funny.
I like the redder one better anyway.
Chris, answer Kira's question.
What does Chris become?
When
does Chris become?
That was 107, by the way.
Well, I've never had a bad day in my life, so it's going to be a while.
Oh, you've had a couple bad days.
Oh, yeah. We won't talk about that. But it didn't make me crotchety.
Oh, there were days that you were very grumpy after you came home from school. Chris was a teacher for 30 years, so he had bad days. 108 takes us to, honestly, I don't know where this is from. Do you? Sonoran dendritic rhyolite.
It's supposed to be from Mexico, but it's not.
And I think this is super cute. It is just bloops upon bloops upon bloops. And I would do it that way. No comment. Number 108 is 12.
I'm a pretty happy person.
He is a pretty happy person. What did you say? Oh, you saw a mouse and I saw a leaf. So I see the leaf down here. He says that's a mouse. I don't think that's a great selling. I like the leaf. 108 goes to Dr. Deb, who beat Bill and Shelley. 109, I like, as long as I don't think that's a mouse. I think it's a leaf, like that leaf. So it's pretty. 109 for 10. A biggin, number 110. So 2 of my fingers, a snake ate the mouse.
I see that.
2 of my fingers are a quarter, so I use the penny periodically. 110 is a biggin at 17. And one more. The new one of the night wasn't on Instagram last night. Very scenic on this one. 111 for 8. That was your cheat sheet.
Mm-hmm. I don't need cheat sheet.
111 for Dr. Deb.
111 for Dr. Deb.
112 is up next, and we are back in Indonesia. And we are going to go Husaing.
I love that word. Husa.
Husa Jasper. And sometimes you just keep the name of the stone because you like it. A lot of Husa has a little purple or lavender. This has more of an almost browny maroon in it. Such a pretty color combination of golds, blacks, and almost a maroony brown.
It's the color of pangolins.
Yeah, Husa that. I'm glad you weren't going to buy anything, Dr. Deb. IKEA is dangerous. The only bad part about IKEA is you get home and you have to put it together. Number 112.
Who has to put it together, dear?
The last time I had a senior in high school put it all together for me. 19 for the first Husa, number 112.
The pangolin.
The pangolin?
Yeah, it's pangolin colored.
Oh. Little bit of lavender in the earrings on number 113. Not so much in the pendant, though. Still pretty.
For those of you who are I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, geology interested. This is a brecciated jasper with agate.
Sorry, I have a stray hair that's making me crazy. 113 is 19.
Dr. Deb and I like pangolins.
I'm not sure I know what a pangolin is.
We just went over this.
You're going to have to show me another picture.
Remember that armored lizard I painted?
Yes.
Looks like him, only a mammal.
Okay. 113 for Heidi.
Heidi.
114, the other half. 112 going to Pat.
Hi, Pat.
114 in its entirety. Side view. And yes, hi, Pat.
The pangolin.
114 is 18. And the most lavender, like the sphere that we have of this material. 115. Gorgeous earring pair. Gorgeous pendant. Put it together, you have a stellar triplet. And 21 for the 3. I seriously am shedding. How is your weather in Jamaica? Headed to Madagascar, not Jamaica, for number 116. Labradorite earring pair. Flashy. That's funny.
That's wrong. No one can defeat the pangolin.
Number 116 for 14. Figures that was said by Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Hot in Kingston. Come on, flash for me, baby. Getting a little bit that way. See if I turn them this way. It's so hard sometimes with this ring light.
It's a little blue, little gold. Little cubes.
Oh, there we go. Let's try it that way. I adjusted the ring light. It's like blinding, but is that where you are?
Up in the mountains.
117 for 14.
Yeah, if it's not going to flash for you, just move on.
Oh, got a little bit more flash then. 118. Oh, thank you for just being flashy right off the get-go. At least one of you. There's the other one. Let's flip it over.
I tried to get flashy ones.
Well, you're not dealing with a giant ring light. Oh, that's nice flash. All right, let's try that one. Got a little of that blue.
Flash. Ah. Dr. Deb and I are the same.
Home is in the mountains, but Kingston on business. 118 for 14. And 119. Oh, thank you for cooperating.
See, when you're a school teacher, you use the same jokes year after year after year because the kids only hear it once. But here on the air, they all know my jokes.
119 for 16. Even the back is cooperating on this one.
That's a cool set. Let's go. That's got slight wiggly explosions in it.
Last
That's
row
term,
in the 100 tray, number 120, fossil coral, the daisy variety. And talk about, they're more sunflowers than daisies. They are huge polyps. And 120 is 12.
Those are the biggest polyps I saw in any of the ones I unwrapped.
That is crazy cakes. Those are huge.
And people always ask us at shows, are those real or did someone paint those on there?
The only more tan one, Dr. Deb takes 120. This is 121. Dr. Deb beat Gary and Lisa. 121 for 14.
That's like the daisies escaped their daisy realm into the rest of the stone.
I like this daisy. This daisy is so much bigger than the little daisies. It looks like the big flower with the little flowers. 121 drilled for Claudia. 122 for 12. Now we're back to normal size polyps. After the 400 tray. And the last one, oh, I like this. Gray and tan. 123 amoebas. More amoebas than daisies. 123, the shield.
Only if the amoebas are about to, mitosis and divide? Is that what they do? Is it mitosis is when you divide? And meiosis is something else. Meiosis is diffusion through a membrane. I have biology hard. It's been
a long time for me, babe. I didn't take, the only science I took was astronomy in college.
No, that's.
Yeah, I know. So you're asking me to go all the way back to high school. 123 is going to Bill and Shelley.
Your nuns probably weren't very sciencey either.
All right.
The 100 magic happened.
The 100 tray. The 100 row is all gone. The 104 row is the Sonoran Sunrise. All four remain. 104, 105, 106, 107. In the Sonoran Dendritic, only 109 and 110 remain. In the Husa, only 114 and 115 remain. In the Labradorite earring pairs, because they're difficult flashiness, all four remain. 116, 117, 118, and 119. And 122 is the only fossil coral left.
Ooh, 6 a.m. anatomy and then go to breakfast? That's got to be terrible.
Oh. I don't blame her for not wanting to do a 6 o'clock anatomy class. Hi, Melinda. Via halitosis. Yeah, I don't think so.
I had to take a biological science, even though I was a history person. So I'm
going to take a sip of my drink before I get to number 200 so he can tell this story. And hey, Janet.
I took entomology because I had a pretty good feeling that I could dissect an insect without barfing.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. I did too. I dissected several insects.
Number 200, brecciated jasper. I'll say the same thing I said on last night. If you were with us on Thursday, you saw the big display pieces of this. 200 is 12. Yeah, Adam, we have display pieces of that. Just think how many calves you could get out of a display piece.
He's probably got some of this
material. 201.
He always has what I have. He's a copycatter.
Oh, Kira's on a roll. 201 for 14.
Oh, Kira, you can come stay with us. And Adam.
202.
That's a cool stone.
I love this stone because the back versus the front is so different. Sorry about the noise. My heat just kicked on. 202 for 14. And the rectangle, 203. And 203 is 15. If the four of us, because I would assume Dawn would go to Indonesia, we'd have to hire a container to go back. And there is a vug right here on that stone, so it is not a smooth edge. How old do you think I am? Kira, that's like really hard to play that game because we've never, well, if we did, I know we did meet you in North Carolina. We didn't know who you were in North Carolina, though. 204 keeps us in Indonesia with what we call the 3 C's. What are the 3 C's? Chalcedony, copper, and chrysocolla. This is number 204.
Well, she has a husband, so she has to be over 12.
No, she's in North Carolina.
Oh, 14, over 14.
18 for number. Just froze. Okay, I'm back. And that is a vug right there. And that vug does not go all the way through. Like way wrong. 205 is a smoky chalcedony. That's why the matrix on this is much darker, but you got copper throughout and chrysocolla.
Okay.
205 is a double-sided stone. Yes, it does have some wobble if you are going to do a full back on with your bezel setting. 205, Dr. Deb.
Blackadder said Whittle.
206 also has a little wobble because it is a double-sided as well. And, there's just a little copper in this one. 206.
I would just like to say that I got carded at the liquor store fairly recently.
No, wasn't it the Walgreens?
Well, I was buying liquor. They carded me.
Yeah, our Walgreens sells liquor. I don't like
because we're in the boonies.
We're in Maine. The gas stations sell liquor. Yeah, apparently Walgreens has to scan your ID. That is a gorgeous stone. And there's an eyeball right there.
Well, it's sold,
So Pat, I don't know which side. I don't know where this price tag should go, so I'm putting it there. It's going to Pat.
It's a pretty stone. That's a really pretty stone.
So
and
they
we
have
not had it at this price point before.
They have to scan your ID if you buy cigarettes or alcohol. This is number 207.
Don't tell them that. Tell them they carded me because.
No, Barbara said to see if you got the senior discount.
Oh, Barbara, no more tiny stones for you.
Barbara, he is a little gray. He is more salt than pepper these days. 207.
I've had my AARP card for a long time.
207 for Vicky K.
Vicky K, she was here.
All right.
That's a pretty stone. Vicky.
We got some little earring pairs.
And these are thick enough that Barbara could make them into jewelry, although we're not selling them.
208. This is orbicular river jasper, aka ocean jasper from Indonesia. And again, these are thick enough to be whatever you wanted. The pair, and most of these
checking to see if I was Stephen King.
Most of these do have vugs. So they're not completely smooth. It does look like cheetah spots. And a lot of the vugs have druzy in them. This is number 208. Hold on, we're gonna put Chris on camera, even though he's not having the greatest hair day.
I get asked all the time if I'm related to, do you know who you look like? And it's like, yes, he's my uncle.
And we live in Maine, so it's plausible. Stephen King is not his uncle. 209.
Well, could be.
He does look like a younger Stephen King, though. 209. These are thick, but they're small and they're light, and these are non-drillable for the most part. 209 for 12. Chris has his own weirdness here, and trust me.
But I don't have the weird facial features.
210, and yes, that is a big bug and a little sparkle in there. 210 for 12, and it's vuggy right there as well. Oh, Adam. We might not show the big cabs if you're on. 211. Tina is like, what the hell did I get myself into with these weirdos?
Does not pick on.
I don't know which way I'd go if I was making something with these. Either way you turn these are pretty cool.
Diamonds. Like a diamond?
Like a diamond? Even Dr. Deb says, ouch. 211 is 12. $212. Marcasite earring pairs. Gorgeous.
So, Kira, do you have your AARP card yet?
$212 for 19. That's cheating. I love these. She does not. 213. Love the bug in this one. 213. Love these as well. Hey, Brandy, how are you? 213 is 19. 212 for Lisa and Gary.
That's a pretty set.
That is a pretty set.
Did they get
wait. Lisa claimed 212 and beat Gary. 212.
It matches the cab they got yesterday because they got that odd duck cab.
Bless their misguided hearts. I love it. Number 214, also gorgeous. Little bug right there.
My kids used to say things like that to me at school, but I knew they were just trying to get a better grade.
214 for 19. No, you always looked younger, especially before you went gray or when I was coloring your hair. And well, it got better once you cut your hair. When your hair was as long as it was starting to age you. 214 for 19.
What she's saying is I had the Willie Nelson look going.
Yeah. And also all four of these pairs are just amazeballs, and I'm probably going to keep one for myself. 215, because I don't have anything like this. 215 for 19.
What did Leah say about the snow? Did they have significant snow?
She doesn't know why they were plowing because there wasn't a lot of snow. And, for those of you, practice plowing. For those of you who like making rings, although I don't know if Nikki's here, these could make. Yes. Some of them might not.
I wouldn't drill the marquees or I wouldn't drill the points, but the squares.
He wouldn't drill the points, but these could be drilled on either end, and these could be drilled on the wider end. The marquees, he said he wouldn't drill.
Yes, they're coming up next, Melinda. Same material.
216 is the cab version. 216. I like this. Marcasite down there and not marcasite up there. 216 is 12.
There's got to be a geological story where that line of marcasite
when you're teaching school, though, It helps to look a little younger to your students. 216 for Tina. So Tina, if you don't mind, please PM us with your email address. I'd appreciate that. 216 has a little bit of a jaspery look, a druzy, both there and there, agate markings, just crazy cakes, and going to Pat for 12. My favorite.
You haven't seen the next one.
Well, right now it's my favorite. 218. Because if you want druzy and sparkle, yeah, I wear alternative hair, so I can be a blonde today and a brunette tomorrow and a redhead the next day. So I don't color my hair anymore.
My grandmother wore a blue wig sometimes.
Greg, battle scars, I like it. No, but I gave my purple one away. 218 to Tina. Oh, I'm not sure I'm showing 219. 219.
That one was quite pleasing when I took it out of the bag this morning for the first time. These arrived this week, and you guys are the first seeing them. I saw them for the first time this morning when I unwrapped them.
That is crazy. 219 for 14.
I predict 4 people will try to claim that one.
Or Teresa will keep it because nobody will claim it. 219 goes to Kathy.
Well, that's our first cat.
Today. I don't know if she bought anything.
Oh, she wasn't here yesterday.
I thought she was. I think she was. I know, there really is. Number 220. Our last row in this tray. Purple moss agate, the singles, not the triplets. Number 220 is... hold on. No, it's not double-sided. Look double-sided for a minute. Is 12. 221. Oh my goodness.
These are all brand new, I believe.
Yes, the whole row sold last night. 221 is 12.
Again, I picked out the purplest one. I always
but the banding in that is amazeballs.
I always try to do the best of the
220
best.
for Bill, 221 for Dr. Deb, 222 is up next. Brandy and Pat and Claudia and Lisa N and Tina, you all got beat on 221.
Oh, that's so sad.
This is 222. If I missed anybody, you got beat. Claudia,
Dr.
nope.
Deb got
it. 221, Dr. Deb got. Lisa N got 222, beating Claudia.
I have a post of these coming up on Cabochons
223
and more at some point.
So yes, we will post these on Cabochon Beads and more. There still might be some earring pairs similar to this on Cabochon Beads and more. So if you like this and you're not a member of Cabochon Beads and more, join and then head over there to look for that post. Dr. Deb was first, beating Brandy and Vicky K. And he said he will also have a post of these coming up. Dr. Deb is passing on this one. It goes to Brandy.
Brandy G.
So a post of these will be coming up on Cabochon Beads and more. Let me do a quick recap and then
Brandy?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a announcement on something else on Cabochon Beads and more. All right. What remains in the 200 tray? The brecciated jasper, all 4, 220, 221, 222, 223. The 3 C's, only 204 remain. The ocean jasper earring pairs, they all remain 208, 209, 210, 211. The marcasite earring pairs, one of them is going. So if somebody wants 213, 214, or 15, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Because that means Teresa's going to claim one.
Well, if you won't drill these, then I'll take these.
Okay.
And drill them for me. All right. The other announcement is the 3rd iteration and the last iteration of the poll is going up. probably tomorrow. What's the poll about? We've started something new in the month of September. It's called a surprise cab. This month's surprise cab is blank. It's a surprise. We're not telling you until March 1st when I post a picture of some of the ones we've sent to people. If you pick a surprise cab, you answer the poll, which gives you the option of I want a pear, an oval, I want a shield shape, or I want you to really surprise me with a surprise cab. You pick the shape. If you're like Vicky K, you give me some suggestions on what you might like. The price is $10. The value of the cab is between $13 and $16. Next month, we will do a new cab. Here's the part that's been the hardest. I explained it all in our monthly email. We didn't do a great job explaining it in the first poll because we told people to read the email. They didn't. We explained it a little bit better in the second poll. We're going to poll and start a new poll on Monday. If you've already been invoiced, don't pick another one unless you want another one. But if you answer the poll, you get an invoice and you get a surprise cab.
So answering the poll means you want to take part and give us $10 for a stone. The old one.
And
the one might not be $10.
I'm having a lot of fun picking the surprise cabs, especially if I know people. Like, Janet E. likes a certain shape. She might get a similar shape. 300 takes us back to Indonesia yet again.
This
whole tray,
material.
all brand new. New orange seam agate.
Like a little butterfly.
Like bumblebee jasper, but not toxic. 300.
For $12.
Brandy takes 300. 301 for $12. 302.
Never too soon to start your Halloween jewelry making.
Adam, I'd pick something really special for you.
And tiny.
Like the teeny tiniest one. And Bill takes 301, which is over there.
Dr. Deb, PM me and I'll look for a round.
This is 302, by the way.
A round.
In this?
Yes.
303. My personal favorite. It has the most orange. 303 is 14.
Insanely orange. This is orange seam agate.
I'm going to take a sip of my drink before we get to number 304. Why don't you put the number on the screen?
You can also call it Jennifer.
Don't call it Jennifer. All right. 304. The most amazing petrified wood earrings you've ever seen. These are domey, though. Which is not the norm for earring. What you could call it Bob if you really wanted to. 304 is 19.
Jennifer does not answer to Bob. I'm sorry.
Bumblebee. Why is Bumblebee toxic, Tusk?
Hello, Heidi. Bumblebee Jasper is toxic because the yellow material in Bumblebee Jasper is sulfur, and the orange material in Bumblebee Jasper is arsenic. So when you cut it, you have to wear a full respirator. But after polishing, it is pretty well sealed in. But if you break your Bumblebee, don't be licking it with it.
Tusky?
Yes?
Did you get into the liquor cabinet?
No, I'm a baby mammoth.
With a slur. I think Tusky is been imbibing. 30. Come on, focus. 305.
Focus.
305. Also with a little bit of a dome. Safe to wear, not safe to lick.
Yes, because after it's been polished, it sort of seals it in, the polishing compound.
305.
I wouldn't wear a loose chunk, raw chunk of it.
Oh, Kira. Kira's really on a roll.
Yes. So Adam sent me a video of a guy and he licks a rock and then he falls over dead. It was probably Bumblebee Jasper.
All right. For my two people, one who likes rounds, one who likes littles, you might want to look at the next two stone pairs. Except they're flat ovals. They're flat rounds.
They're
so
flowns.
They're flowns. So they're flat at the bottom, but they are mostly round. Number 306.
I bet Adam could PM you that video real quick, Kira.
For 18. I don't know why they flattened the rounds. Probably because they couldn't get them really round, so they just gave up and flattened it.
Or there was a void and then one broke, so then they made a match. I see that quite often.
Flat bottom girls, yes. And 307. So Adam, send Kira the link to the video. Cauldrons with no handles. I like that. 307 for 18. And these are, I lost my penny.
Penny size. They're penny size. You don't need a penny.
They're a little bit bigger than a penny. Not quite nickel, though. Lost the penny again. 307. Now, if you like normal, the next row is not for you.
They're named Teresa.
I'm insulted. 307 for Dr. Deb.
307 for Dr. Deb.
So, Chris, tell them what these wackadoodles are, because I think they're uber cute.
It has the name of the island it's from in Indonesia, and it's a really long name. It starts with S, but it's that island's name and Druzy Jasper.
Look at the Druzy.
So when I do a post of these, I will have the full name, but right now it's Druzy Jasper.
And that is sparkly, starting there and going throughout. Number 308 for 12.
I did several of these very closely, and they look like they're agatized palm root.
309 crab claw.
That does look like a crab claw. 308's going to
308 to Tina. 309. I actually kept a couple that are this style, and I have a wire wrapping idea. 312. I'm not sure I'm able to wire wrap just yet, but I'm going to get some drill and bail stuff done, like the customs that I've been procrastinating on. 309 for 12.
Kira, we'll see in a half hour, because I watched that video at least 25 times in a row.
Why haven't you shown it to me?
Because you've got
Druzy Bug there. Druzy Bug there. Druzy Bug there. And hello, I'm a big giant Druzy Bug. 310, the one in my hand, for 14, going to Brandy.
That's one you could just put a leather cord through
Yep.
and you'd be done.
And 311, which kind of reminds me of a snail, just because of the crazy pattern and the Druzy in there.
There's a wolf staring at his ball.
311 for 12. A wolf staring at his ball. There's his ball. Oh, yeah, and his mouth is really open.
Oh, no, that's a big tiger if you look that way. Otherwise, I just thought he's sitting there staring at it.
Did you enjoy the llama video? Did you send that to Chris?
I'm not sure I saw a llama video.
Or did you send it to me? Because if you sent it to me, I don't know. Not what I heard. I'm not sure what you heard. But I can only imagine. 311 for 12. It's in your PMs. All right. Tell the story about this one, because this one is...
So this was sold to us as tube agate, but because he didn't know what to call it, but it's more of a ribbon agate.
It's an ice cream cone that's melting.
And so, we're going to call it ribbon agate.
Or I'm going to call this one an ice cream cone.
It does look like an ice cream cone.
It has red sprinkles on it.
Mm-hmm. And the other way, it's a candy corn for Halloween.
312 for 12.
It's Mukai colors too, that one. Most of them are not that color.
Bird beak.
Yeah, I see that.
313 and Hey Lolly. It does have a little eye. Riveting. 313. Very different colors on this one. 313 for 12. Now this one really looks totally different. 314 for 12.
So I think like half the people watching are in Texas today.
I think so.
Yeah.
313 for Claudia. Claudia, do you want that one drilled or not?
So y'all say, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Everybody.
And my personal favorite, it's like a scary face. There's my eyes. There's my nose. There's my mouth. 315.
Yes, Tina. Cito, who is Lolly, she's in Texas. Barbara's in Texas.
No, Barbara's in California.
Barbara Carmen?
Yeah.
She's not in Texas. Pretty sure she's in Texas.
Barbara, you're in California, aren't you? 313 drill for Claudia. 315 is here. And it's 14. And Lisa and Gary want 311 and 315.
311 and 315 for
Claudia's in Florida. What part of Florida? East Coast or West? Barbara is California.
Who am I thinking of? Who's in like Port Lavaca?
Georgianne?
Georgianne.
Not
That's
Barbara Alice.
No.
They're not even close.
But they have two names, Georgianne and Barbara.
Oh, I didn't know you were from Texas. My dad's in Port St. Lucie. Claudia, I didn't know you were from Texas. What part of Texas? 16, Petrified Wood. Chris and I lived in the Houston area for a little over 20 years.
And me a lot longer than that.
And Chris a lot longer than that. Chris moved from Minnesota to Texas as a kid because his mom moved him down. I went from Rhode Island to Texas for a job. 316 for 12.
With blue chalcedony.
And we miss good Mexican food. We miss HEB and we miss Whataburger.
And our friends and family.
We don't miss the weather.
Well, some of our family.
Some of our friends. 317.
True that.
317 for 12. And we definitely don't miss the traffic. 316 for Claudia.
No.
What?
Nope, don't miss the traffic.
Oh, I thought you were saying nope to Claudia getting 316. Oh my God.
No, Claudia is cut off. She will have no more. Oh, Kathy's in Texas.
Yeah. This winter's been just freaking weird for us. 317 for 12.
Ooh, Midland.
Oh, we miss the Corpus show. So next weekend is the Clear Lake, Texas show in Pasadena, which we are not at this year for the first time since like 2014, except for the COVID years.
It was our first big show, I believe.
Yeah, it was our first official show. 318 for 14.
Y'all. Y'all is the greatest word.
Yes, I love y'all.
Claudia's will all be drilled. They will drill them like they have never been drilled before.
319, the last of the Petrified Wood.
Is cool. That was so blue. So many blue.
319 for 14. And I think, because we have a couple care packages from HEB, I don't miss HEB as much as I miss Whataburger.
Whataburger French fries. Oh my
French fries and chocolate
shakes.
320.
There's not a fast food chocolate shake out there better than Whataburger.
Indonesian amethyst.
Bless your heart, but that's an insult. Adam, you go right to the negative. No big stones for you.
320.
Indonesian amethyst. It's a light purpley pink color like kunzite.
A little more lavender than kunzite, but I really like this color. $3.20 for 12.
And Barbara, there are 2 small ones coming up.
Yes, Kira. When I do the recap, I'll give you a close-up on them. $3.20 for Pat. $3.21, the only biggin of this. $3.21 for 14. Oh, wow. That's crazy. All right, and the 2 littles.
We've done some of those Texas markets where your tents fly away.
$3.22. It is a domey little, but super cute. $3.22. Oh, no.
Breakfast is
Taqueria Tapatlan. Breakfast.
But fast food breakfast was always
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Or even a chicken Whataburger. I miss chicken biscuits. I think chicken biscuits are the best breakfast. And another little, these are the 2 that cannot be, they're domey.
Lolly had a good market today.
Very little wiggle in $3.22. And Tina's taken $3.20. Very little wiggle on that one.
And I do have more of these if you like them.
So mostly flat backed. And there, when I worked for Tyson and we had our plant on navigation.
If she doesn't take it, Dr. Deb has claimed it.
All right. And Barbara, if you're not taking $3.22, Dr. Deb will take it. So somebody's getting it. Via Arcos breakfast tacos were the best on navigation. I don't know if they still exist. All right, orange seam, 302 and 303 remain. I am going to do the petrified wood earrings on the screen to give Kira first dibs. Kira 304. All right, go to Dr. Deb. Okay. 304 is 19.
Barbara, if you want to see more of those, they just arrived yesterday, so I have bunches of them that I haven't even looked at yet.
305. Okay, 305 for 19. And the flat round. So flat at one end, 306 for 18. And if you want me to measure them, but remember they are flat this way, Chris can measure the millimeters, and I will continue our recap.
And if you want a round set, I know I have more round sets.
Round. I get a round.
These are 20 round.
20 millimeters. 309 remains of that crazy agate. The island that we can't remember the name, 312 and 314.
Oh, Adam, all 3 of those are awful.
I haven't had El Polo. I didn't like In-N-Out. And I don't think I've had Del Taco either. 317, 318, 319. And on the amethyst, only 321 remain. It is time for the 400 tray.
Which we're going to do quickly so we can get to those big cabs.
All right.
Oh, but we have new people today. Hello. I get to do that because he got to do a geology lesson.
Hi, Vlad.
Hello, I am Vlad, the bat. That's just who I am. And I will be telling you about the 400 tray because we have some new people today. Hello, new people. I am Vlad, the bat. The 400 tray is the special tray. It is the value tray. All of the stones are a special price. Tonight's price is $9. Everything in the 400 tray is $9. You're allowed to have 1 stone per row. So there are 4 similar stones. You can have 1. If there are any left over at the end of the row, then you can have more if you want them. But for now, it's just 1 each.
I wasn't teasing Adam.
And if you do putsie backsies, that's fine, but you got to wait till the end of the roll to get the next, get one. So $9, 1 per roll. Enjoy.
And that is Vlad. Vlad the Impaler.
Kira,
Australia.
that is fine. I will happily go spelunking
Australia.
for slightly less meteor showers.
Outback Jasper. I will show you the front and I will show you the side.
$9.
The Impuppet. 401.
You'll probably have to remind me though, because I'm old and I'll forget.
Yeah, send him another PM. 402. And 403.
Did you really tease him with the big cat?
Yes.
Oh.
403. Outback Jasper from Australia.
Good day, mate.
Namibia is next. Blue Lace Agate, number 404. 405. This is a little. It is flat backed. It is high dome.
It's pretty.
405.
So is the next one.
And for $9.
The next one's got a great
Another little.
fortification.
Could be a double-sided stone, but is flat-backed. 406.
With a purple dot.
Adam probably cuts them up into smaller cabs. 400 for Heidi, 406 for Pat. And 407, also flat-backed.
What do you do with the huge giant cabs? Adam cuts them up into little tiny cabs.
A recovering cabaholic? You are not recovering. 7 for Bill.
Most people make bolos and belt buckles and statement pieces.
$9, Roseanne. 408, Indonesian Ammonite. Smalls. Small-ish. 409. This one I am going to show the back because that ammonite is totally drusified on the opposite side. 409. Or he cuts them up. 410. And that is a little bit of druzy in that ammonite chamber. 410.
Adam, feel free to post a link to your White Horse page. You and Dawn offer some amazing stuff.
Oh, he kind of does look like a kitty. Especially if you turn it that way. 410. And 411. The Happy Ammonite.
Pat wants something, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, neither am I. 410 for Pat.
410.
And all of these ammonites are on the small-ish side. Green Mulligano Jasper, 412. Isn't that for joints? Here, if you don't have an AARP card, you don't need that yet. 412 Green Mulligano Jasper. 413. And this actually, that was the back.
Smiley face for Lori A.
Kind of double-sided. Lori A got 411. This is 413. I don't know. It's double-sided. 414. 415. Big round. Big round. Big brown. Big round.
Big brown. Big brown. Big brown cab.
Also on the smaller side.
Clifford, the big red dog.
Scenic Christmas Jasper, 415, Dr. Deb.
Because it's a big round.
Okay, so most of these remind me of river. Like you have just a snippet of a picture of a river. 416, and again on the smallish side. 417 is a little bit bigger, but there you got the roaring river. For 17.
For 16 for Pat.
Thank you.
For 13 for Dr. Deb.
Very this one. For 18. And for 19. The river going into the rapids. For 19.
You are welcome, Adam. It's not like we compete
For
against
17 for Dr. Deb.
Against what you guys do. You guys do something so crazy.
And we normally never have small, agatized, fossilized snails. But we do in India for this material, 418 drilled. This is 420 agatized, fossilized, druseified snail. Little wobble on that one.
Named Gary.
Not much, though.
Gary.
421. That one is crazy. 421. 422, the Druzy one. 421 for Pat. 422. Yeah, did you start with turtles or did you start with bouncies? 422, Dr. Deb. 423, also very sparkly. 423. All right, quick
And I think Teresa and I each have a piece of yours.
I actually stole the necklace because I bought earrings to match it.
Oh, so I don't have any pieces of yours.
Oh, you could wear it. All right. Outback Jasper 401, 402, and 403 remain. Blue Lace Agate 404 and 405 remain. Ammonites 408 and 409 remain. Green Malagano 412 and 414 remain. Scenic Christmas 419 remains. And Snails 420 remains. 409 for Lisa. 423 for Pat.
Where did I put Lisa?
Figures. John keeps hiding them.
Lisa M, Lisa R, Lisa C. It's Lisa.
Lisa C.
Oh, it is Lisa C.
All right. So there is a story with these large cabs.
Can I tell it?
Sure, Tusk.
So we have a customer in North Carolina, and he likes to make big bolos. And he has bought all of our big cabs in the past. So
If not Adam.
So Chris asked our cutter if he could make random big cabs. And so we have about 50 random big cabs. So they're all different. There's only one or two of each material. Actually, I think there's about two of each. So if you see one and you like it, you should get it because there's not going to be another one until we get another shipment, which won't be for a long time.
Bolos, belt buckles, display pieces.
The hurdle is still on his table.
This is number one. What is number one?
Zebra agate.
Or zebra chalcedony?
Zebra chalcedony.
Number one, zebra chalcedony. We do have these in smaller cabs. A lot of them are live edge. Vicky K takes number one.
I'm just going to write their names on them and put it in here because they won't fit with the
second zebra chalcedony, number two. And they're all about the same size. So I will do this with a pair.
75 by 50 is what I asked him for. So they're all in that range. 75 by 50 millimeters.
Number two.
Zebra chalcedony. And number two is how much? Also 19. Sunrise. Yes, of course.
Number two for Adam. Chris, is this Bumblebee lace?
Yes.
Number three, Bumblebee lace. Look at that agate.
Brandy.
Brandy, this one is 24. I want to make sure you're good with that before we put your name on it. Until they're claimed, I'm going to put them that way. Okay. Number 4, another bumblebee lace. Okay, Brandy's taking 3.
Okay. Dr. Deb wants the $57 one.
I'll grab that in a minute just to confirm. Number 4, another bumblebee lace for $24. Taking a break for big. Dr. Deb, is that the one? Are you saying yes to the Sonoran? This is Amazeballs, this Husa Jasper, which is number 5. Druzy, little Druzy.
Brecciated
Little
Jasper
Druzy.
with chalcedony and agate banding. That's a cool piece. And the only one of those that I found.
This is number 5 for $24. And hang on a second, I'm going under the table for a minute.
She's drunken under the table. Just how I met her.
Little bit of UV reaction in that. Number 5. Number 6, the different color pattern in the Husa. Number 5 goes to Adam. This is number 6. I will say we don't recommend drilling these for you to bail. I mean, if you wanted it drilled to wire wrap, you could. But most bales, pinch bales, are not going to support this. Number 6, Husa for $24.
Somebody wanted that agate? Oh my goodness.
What is this again?
This is multicolored chalcedony.
Number 7, multicolored chalcedony. This was the one, the type in the unveil. Because that's the unveil, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 for $19.
And the quality on the finish of these is really good. And they're polished front and back. They're just nice pieces. They could be display window pieces.
Number 8. That is a healed fracture. It's totally smooth there. Number 7 for Adam. Number 8 for $21. Number 9, giant marcasite.
In that weird ribbon agate. Oh no, the next one's the weird ribbon agate. Never mind.
Number 9 for $24.
That is gorgeous. 16 million colors in that one.
There is 16 million colors in that one. Number 10, number 9 for Gary and Lisa. And there is a Druzy Vug right there, which is probably why they think it's tube agate, because it looks a little tube. Oh, there's a face. A little tubular. He's all business now because we finally got to the big. Number 10.
Adam's business is White Horse Jewelry. Is that right, Teresa?
I think so. It's White Horse something.
He just posted a link to it above.
Number
scroll up a few.
10 for $24. Oh my God. Number 11. That is so translucent. You can see my fingers. You can see the price tag. This is a chalcedony, right?
That's an agate, man.
It's an agate. That Vug is crazy and partially goes all the way through.
And if you turn it up long ways, it's a little critter coming at you.
This is number
up and down long ways as well.
Oh, and it has
that way.
Yeah.
Now it's a little critter coming at you. I can bite you. Go bite you.
Number 11.
Oh, I see the shadow in there.
For 17.
That's crazy. That should make it $100 stone.
Number 18. Well, that's crazy. Number 18. No, sorry. That was $17, so it was 18. Number 12.
That's a beautiful agate.
That is a really pretty agate. Number 12 for 21. That window with the fortification is just crazy cakes. Number 12. All right, we got one more tray of these.
12 more to go. Red plume.
Number 13. Red plume. For 19. Number 12 for number 13 is on the screen. Number 13 for Brandy. Another red plume, number 14. All right, hang on, Adam. Did you want the red plume or did you want the crazy agate? Number 14, red plume. Tell me what stone. 14 not drilled for Claudia. 12 is right.
Okay.
So 12 goes to Adam, 13 goes to Brandy, 14 goes to Claudia. White lace? No.
That's lavender. Purple cloud.
Purple cloud.
Big old purple cloud. Not terribly purple, but.
Number 15, and this is the only purple cloud we will be showing. Purple cloud chalcedony, number 15 for 24. That's insane.
That's mountains in the distance, and snow, and
that's just nutsy cuckoo.
the Wicked Witch of the West. There's
number
a
15.
Tornado. There's the farmhouse. Oh my goodness.
Brachiated jasper, number 16.
It's a really light.
It's a lavendery color.
Gray.
I'll put it on a white background. Brachiated jasper, number 16. It's like a gray purple.
That is palm.
13, 14, 15, 16. Number 7, Breckie and Jasper. I like that. Number 17. Palm.
Fossil palm.
Numbers. It's so hard because I'm saying numbers for prices and then trying to. Gerpel. I like Gerpel. Number 17 for 21.
Looks like ostrich.
Number 18.
Also palm.
That's crazy. With that yellow in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Number 18 for 21.
It looks like the Louisiana palm.
No. That way I can go back over them. Number 19, white lace agate. Lace or plume?
White plume.
White plume agate. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Number 19. And it is vuggy on the back. That's a bug. And that's a bug. And that's a bug. Here a bug, there a bug, everywhere a bug, bug. Number 19 for 19, right?
Yep.
Number 20. Just went out of focus. Thank you. Number 20 for 19, and that's a bug back there. Chris is moving them all around. Mulligano Jasper, number
19, 20, 21.
Number 21. That's insane.
That is insane. It's got a little T-Rex skull right in the middle of it.
So Lisa wants 15, the Gerpel, and number 18. I think that's what she means. Number 20 for 24. Yes, everybody gets a bug.
15, 16, 17.
Number 20, I think.
It is
1, 3. No, it's not.
21.
It's number 21. 21. This one is 21 for 24. Looks like graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
Another Mulligano, number
52.
Number 22. He needs to keep numbers in these damn things. Number 22.
That was the very first one of these bigs that I unwrapped.
For
and it's
21.
like, oh my God, that is the most beautiful. And then they got better from there.
Number 22. Petrified Wood, number 23.
Flame variety?
Flame variety, number 23 for 21. You wonder why I get so confused on the damn numbers. And the last one, this is easy, number 24 for 24.
Red petrified wood.
I wish somebody would bake that round for me. Number 24, and guess what? The red petrified wood is just that, 24.
Dr. Deb, I'll have him make a couple big rounds for you next time.
All right, we're going to do some renumbering and give you a recap. I can put it here. All right, I'm not going to do prices. Bumblebee lace, number 1.
There's no poisonous material in that one.
Husa, number 2. Something, number 3.
Multicolored chalcedony.
Thank you. Brecciated jasper, number 4. Palm, number 5. Marcasite, number 6. White plume, number 7 and 8. Mulligano, number 9.
That's a killer stone.
Mulligano, number 10.
Also a killer stone.
Pet wood, number 11. Pet wood red version, number 12.
Killer stone.
And the crazy shadow effect agate, number
1,000
13.
millimeter. You know, he offered to send me some 1,000 millimeter polished slabs. The shipping was just too much.
Brandy, just want to confirm that one.
The shipping was more expensive than the material.
Give me one of those.
Oh.
Brandy takes number 9.
Here's the smallest.
That's Brandy.
This one?
Yeah. So, Adam, we got these made. This is that brecciated jasper. And this is one of the smaller ones. But we got polished slices. They're polished on both sides. So they're not true cabs. I flipped it over. You know, I've done lapidary. I just find it really boring.
Claudia, I have another one of those that I unwrapped, but it didn't fit in the lot. So if you want me to run and grab that other amazing Mulligano, I'll happily do that for you.
39.
A Flintstone plate. Oh, you want to see
For
a
this
Flintstone
one.
plate? Here's a Flintstone plate, Adam. This is agatized coral.
Fossil coral plate. And yes, Claudia wants you to go.
Can you zoom in on the polyps?
No, but I can put it on my lap and zoom in on the polyps. Seaside Stones, the only place where I can say polyps, and it's not a bad thing. And we do have at least one more of these, and we have one that's more of a, right?
And one's a freeform.
One's a freeform plate and the round plate, and then we have a bigger bowl, Adam. All right, Sarah. Sarah, I want to make sure these are the right ones.
Hey, Sarah.
3. And 6. And you got that other Mulligano?
Yeah, I just handed it to you. Oh, no.
No, you put it there. So, Sarah, make sure I got the right ones. And hi, Sarah. All right, Sarah's
Yes.
taking those.
Those are killers.
Who am I
though.
showing this for?
You're showing that for Claudia.
Claudia. This is the other Mulligano. Adam, if you want to see the freeform or the bigger bowl, let me know. Showing for Claudia. Claudia, Chris, there's no price for Claudia.
That's a 24.
24, Claudia.
And that's the darker variety, which is a little more uncommon.
You'd eat off of it.
Hmm?
All right, get the other two so he could just think about it.
Claudia's taking that one.
I'll put it with her other one. Here, put it on there.
He wants to get freeform?
Well, let's show him the freeform so we can.
The freeform's smaller. You can't put as much stuff on it.
No, Chris, that's worse. There you have both of them. I think they're the same price.
Yeah.
And then there's a bigger bowl that I think is $179.
It's 3 times as big.
But it's really bowl-like. It has a lip.
Don't give me no lip, said the plate to the
and
bowl.
the brachiated plates, we have these bigger as well. All right.
Yeah, Deborah, I was so I didn't know what to expect. I mean, this guy does good work, but these blew me away when I started unwrapping them. They are amazing.
We did not, Brandy. We haven't seen you in a while. I had a I thought I had a shoulder problem, and we didn't think it was a fully torn rotator cuff, but when they went in to do the surgery on December 20th, it was a full tear to my rotator cuff. So I'm 8.5 weeks post-op, and I've been in PT since about week 5, and I still have 10 more weeks of PT. For the first couple lives in the beginning of January, I was holding all the cabs one-handed. Now I can actually use 2 hands. I can get to about 70% or 70 degrees if I just lift my arm straight up. So I'm going to get back to the workbench to do some simple jewelry making this week, which will be my first time at the workbench since like December 18th. So it's been a interesting few weeks of 2024. I had shoulder surgery in 2014 on the other shoulder, and
that's the other lace I get
thank God I did all my PT
that I unwrapped but didn't have room for in the trays.
So we're just going to call this lace. What's the price?
22 on the lace.
22 on this lace. And I have to say, although completely different surgeon and completely different location, I had a very good experience. I didn't have a full rotator cuff tear on my left side. I'm very happy with the results on my left. I'm hoping I get to the same point where I'm happy on my right. We haven't shopped in Tucson since 2019. We would try to escape our booth periodically and do some shopping, but we buy direct from the manufacturer now. There's very few things that we were impressed by when we were dealers in Tucson.
Some malachite. Say goodnight to Dr. Deb. She's got to go take a test.
Oh, Dr. Deb, have fun. Good luck on the real test.
Yeah, we found some malachite that was coming direct from the Congo, and we don't have a good source for that. So we bought some of that, and we found some moldavite. Boulder opal, and some cool, unusual spheres. But most of the stuff was like, nah.
Yeah. And we miss seeing our friends. I mean, there are a few dealers. We had a lot of fun with the dealers we were working with in our show because we were in a small building in a bigger show. And they would bring food from their home countries or alcohol. And pretty much every day about we had happy hour in our venue. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we are live again on Thursday with new material. There is an unveil video. If you're not a member of the rock groups, it'll post on Instagram in the morning, and TikTok and all of that tomorrow morning, and another unveil on Tuesday morning. And we're live on Thursday with new material and maybe another shop the shelf if I get my crap organized.
New material and old material.
I might actually break out some of the jewelry too from the non-jewelry makers, because I wanted to redo my jewelry
And were you
trays.
going to do facets on that, or was that for a cab show?
No, that was for that crystal group. And on that note, people, have a wonderful, well, for some of you, it's a 3-day weekend, so your weekend's continuing. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Hanging in this evening with us.
And if you have to work tomorrow, I'm sorry. And yes, thank you for hanging out with us. Some of you for 2 nights in a row. We are live again on Thursday. So have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.